Hey, welcome back to the Wisdom Thoughts and Cigar channel. How you guys doing today? It's a rainy day here where I live at. As you can see, the frogs are coming out. It's that time of year where everything is born, everything is anew. It's springtime. Not quite hit summer yet, still spring, which is a beautiful thing. Well, today what I got to talk to you about is something that's not so beautiful. And, it's about compatibility in relationships. And I think that right now in society that everybody is yearning for some kind of companionship. With the technology we have today, I mean, everything is high tech, but everybody's low touch with one another. And so you get this sense of yearning, of wanting to want to belong to some kind of group or just have somebody to talk to. I mean, it's no wonder that they're about to come out with AI to where you could have a companion, which I think is kind of sick, but who am I to judge? But anyway, I was inspired to do this video because I saw a very, very telling video that really got me thinking about how we sometimes don't really know who we should be or should not be compatible with. And I'm going to share with you a video. It's going to be kind of disturbing, but because it was a situation to where somebody didn't see the incompatibility, it led to a person becoming unalive. So anyway, I want you to watch the video, and I'm gonna just share with you my comments and things that we can learn from it.
Aspect of life. She seemed grounded until she met someone by the name of David Brinson. David Brinson is a 54-year-old man who had been convicted of killing 4 people in 1994. He never showed remorse for the people he killed. He was sentenced to life in prison at Mule Creek State Prison for those crimes. According to CDCR, Brinson was sentenced in Los Angeles County in 1994 for first-degree murder and is serving 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole. The Los Angeles Times reported that Brinson shot and killed 4 men execution style during a robbery at an LA apartment.
So as you can see thus far in the video, you have a very incompatible mix of 2 people. You got a man that's locked up for life in prison, and you have a woman that's free. You have a man who has a documented history of doing very, very negative things that has landed him in prison. You also have a situation to where you have a woman that she is free as a bird, but you have a gentleman, I wouldn't call him a gentleman, of somebody who is never going to see freedom for the light of day. So you see the incompatibility there. So what purpose would it serve her of getting with him? Anyway, let's continue on with the video.
Talked about the Word of God and a host of other things. Even though her family was against it, she went ahead to marry David, a man who was never going to get out of prison. Sometimes in November of 2024, Stephanie went to the prison for a conjugal visit as she had done in the past. But on this day, shortly after 2 a.m., inmate David Brinson used a family visit phone to report that his wife had passed out during her visit. Despite immediate life-saving measures by prison staff and responding paramedics, Stephanie Brinson was pronounced dead before 3 a.m. Her family were wary of their loved one's death, and lo and behold, 4 months later, the Amador County coroner told the family that Stephanie was strangled, and her death had been ruled a homicide.
Now, my heart goes out to the family, to that young lady. I mean, that's really devastating for the whole family. But at the same time, we can take something from this, a lesson, if you will, to understand that when you are trying to foster a relationship, whether it could be romantic or just friendship, just pure friendship, you have got to see if an individual is compatible with you. And no, nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to check all the boxes that you would want somebody to be, in terms of being compatible with you. But you have got to ask the question of the big ones. The, will the person will the person substantiate your growth as a human being? In this case, the gentleman that was locked up in prison is no way can substantiate that woman's growth. Is it going to take a lot of effort and energy away from you in order for you to foster some kind of relationship with the individual? Well, in her case, yes, it does, because she has to drive out there. She has to go through the prison guards to get checked for weapons, which can be kind of demeaning for some. And she only get to see him every so often, so it takes a lot out of her. She's still going to go home lonely in the meantime. So these are questions we have to ask ourselves: is when an individual comes into your life, we have got to ask the question: are you compatible with me? And are you the type of person that's not going to tear me down or bring me down or destroy my life? Or are you the type of person that's going to foster and support me and my growth and my going forward? I mean, it's just like a plant. Either you're going to nourish that plant, you're going to fertilize it, you're going to give the nutrients that that plant needs to grow. So anytime you foster some type of relationship, friendship, whatever it may be, I don't care if it's a man and woman, I don't care if it's a boy and boy relationship, girl on girl, it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, but we're talking about picking and choosing wisely. Like I mentioned in the other video, your tribe is your vibe. And the tribe the people you hang around with, the people you surround yourself with, will create the vibe that you live. And it's unfortunate that this happened to that woman, but it's something that we have got to be careful when our paths cross. People, as we walk our journeys in the world, we have to be able to just not get succumbed by the discomfort of loneliness. In this case, I think that's what it was. I think on her part, I think she was very, very lonely, and she wanted a companion, somebody gonna be there. Who knows? I don't know, but I do know that loneliness doesn't mean you have to be. Being alone does not mean you're lonely. Okay, I'm by myself most of the time, but I'm never lonely. I got projects to do. I got music to study. I just got things to do. So being alone is really, is like fertilizer for me. So I'm okay with that. But some people have got to get a grip on being able to handle being alone. Because you could be alone, but that doesn't mean you have to be lonely. And that's the key right there. You can be alone, but you don't have to be lonely. So anyway, I say all that to say is choose your relationships carefully, vet people, make sure that person somehow serves your being, serves your nourish your growth emotionally, spiritually, mentally. If anybody is taking more from you, more than what if anybody's taking too much from you, your time, your money, your sense of well-balance, your sense of well-being, you may have to wash your hands of that person and move on, because that's probably not the person you're not compatible with. So choose your friends like you would go in the supermarket and choose your fruits and vegetables. You want to choose the best fruits and vegetables that you can buy because you want all the best, ripest, the ones that can provide you with the most nutrients for you to have a healthy body. So choose your friends like you would choose your fruit, carefully touching, looking for any kind of spoilage or any kind of damage or anything that could probably be detrimental to your health. Hear me what I'm saying. Choose your friends wisely. And you want to choose wisely to where the individual doesn't bring a detriment to your health and well-being. So with all that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Rain is starting to come. And until next time here on the Wisdom Thoughts and Cigar channel, make sure you hit that like button. And I hope that we can foster good, meaningful, healthy relationships with individuals out there that cross our path and steer ourselves away from things that will be detriment to our overall well-being. With that being said, peace and blessings, and may you live your best life. Take care.